What's up everyone, Guffix here. This is a fight I had with someone called FMC Ghoul. He's a bit of a spammer and I just wanted to do a little breakdown of my fight. Hope you enjoy. So here we're going into round one. My game plan is the same as it always is for every fight. I know he's obviously going to spam me with power straight right hands, maybe up and down combos, but the plan is very simple. Be defensive, don't let him land anything if I can prevent it. Always keep moving. Try to outbox him. Try to maintain the outside. As you can see here, he's got quite a really good pump block. So I know it's going to be quite hard to tag him. But I'm trying to slowly edge him in closer to me so with that he falls into one of my right hands. So jab to the body, just to soften him up a little bit. You know, we want him to react, because when we get him reacting and he's missing shots, he's losing stamina, and then during the later rounds or mid to late rounds, his stamina will start to diminish if I'm forcing him to shoot punches and he's missing completely without even getting close to landing. So we're just probing him now, just little shots, just to try and get him to open up a little bit. But I'm still being defensively minded. I'm still pumping that block. Also, I'm trying not to let him cut the angle, if you get what I mean. So when he turns at like an angle that's not centered to me, so off centered to me, I'm taking a step back, you know, going for a little walk and correcting that, because I don't want to be attacking him while he's at an angle, because if I do that, he will catch me. He landed a good right hand there and there. So I'm going to try and get them points back. So it was not a good round for me. I got caught with a few too many right hands during the end of that round, so I'd say he won that first round. So improvements from the first round, I'm now trying to be maybe a little bit more active aggressively. Not too active, but maybe active enough to get him to think it's a bit more of a slugfest, and then when he overcommits, try to counter him. So I'm looking for the sidestep uppercut a little bit here as well. You know, a lot of these spammers forget about the sidestep uppercut when they're just straight spamming, so I'm trying to catch him with something big. Whenever he stands flat-footed, up and down spam. Not every time, but enough to make it unpredictable when I do decide to do it. Right uppercut to the body. That'll slow him down later on in the fight. Also keeps him guessing a little bit, so he's not just expecting a straight right hand every single time. Keeping that jab going as well. That'll get him to react big time as well. Caught him with some good right hands there. I'm still staying patient, because the aim of the game is to try to maintain 100% stamina for as long as I can. Because by me not doing too much here, I'm not taking a great deal of damage to my health bar as well, so he's catching me with a couple shots, but they're not enough to, you know, do long-term damage down the rounds. Because the last thing you want is your health bar in half going into like round 4 or 5, because you will get hurt a lot more consistently. So I think I may have stole that round with them up and down body spams at the end. So the same thing, I'm looking for that foot movement, I'm looking to cut the angle on him and maybe land a right uppercut, which I tried then but missed. Keeping him guessing. You know, sometimes with spammers it's so easy to fall into the trap of just spamming them back, but people do it in such a way that they essentially become very predictable, and you don't want to do that. You won't win every spam off with people, I don't myself either, but the main thing to take into account is you want to try and maintain 100% stamina for as long as you can. You want to pick every shot that you throw. You want to mix it up a little bit and get a little bit. I wouldn't say you don't want to box sim against spammers, right? Yeah, but you want to box sim enough to make it unpredictable. So if you're throwing in the occasional, I don't know, right hook to the body, left uppercut to the body when you're spinning him around, just very subtle things, just to make him think that maybe you're going to throw the same thing again, like a power straight, and then catch him. That's what I'm trying to do. Off throw him, trying to be as unpredictable as I can. See me mixing up combinations there. Going to the body, spinning around, trying to throw a left hook. I mean, at this point, I'm neglecting the jab a little bit here. I should be using the jab, mixing it in just to get a reaction. This one, it froze here. There we go. And I can't remember whether I got him down here. No, I didn't. So I'm trying to bully him, especially when he's on the ropes. So I've only won the second round, which I thought I won the second round. I knew I lost the first round. Third round, it's gone to him. So I'm still being patient here. Yeah, okay. So I might be down in the fight, might be losing by 1 point. But regardless, patience is the key to winning this fight, and I know that. So I'm still taking my time. And I think part of my game plan going down the stretch into these mid to late rounds is whenever his back hits the ropes or whenever he's on the defensive, I have to use my stamina to my advantage. So if I'm at 100% stamina, I know that he's working. Even though he's winning the rounds, this is the thing with Fight Night. Even though he's winning the rounds, he's using a lot of stamina to try to win the rounds, right? So he may win them, but he's burning himself out down the line trying to win the rounds. He's working so hard to win them that midway to the end of the fight, he will start to gas a lot quicker than me. So whenever he's got back against the ropes, I want to try and bully him. Because a lot of these spammers don't do too well, and I catch him there. Good right hand puts him down. So I don't have to worry too much now. I know I've already won this round, so I'll probably backpedal this round. Just throw the jab out there. I mean, there's not long left in the round anyway. I just need to make sure I don't get caught with anything silly, because we do not want to be doing that. We don't want to be giving away opportunities. I already know he's going to be hunting for power straights now, mostly out of frustration, because if he fought a little bit better at this stage, especially if I was him, I would relax a little bit more if I was him. He's trying to automatically get the points back that he's lost by getting frustrated, overthrowing his right hand out of frustration, out of anger, and just trying to nail me with something. That's not the way you should be fighting a fight like that. So at this point, I still know it's a close fight. It's a fight I'm probably slightly up in, but I still need to stay consistent with what I've been doing so far, because I've got him doing what I want him to do now. This is my game plan to beat this spammer. So my game plan is make him come to me, because it's working, and because I know I'm a good back foot fighter, I know that he can't beat me on the back foot. So if he can't beat me on the back foot, I'm using this to my advantage, because he's just following me at this point. He's walking in a straight line, he's walking into shots. He is catching me with the occasional right hand in between my shots, but I'm also giving it back. He's got a cross block, so he'll be prone to the up and down spam as well, and I'll do that whenever he is flat-footed, as I've mentioned earlier. Sneaking in a few right uppercuts to the body just to slow him down, keep it unpredictable. So he's trying a bit of the up and down now as well. There isn't a lot of variety to his style though. He is trying to just sidestep straight, and I'm well aware of that. Just let him overreach. Let him keep going for that straight. He must have threw about, what, 8-9 straights in a row. Very predictable. He mixed it in with a 1-2 there. But for the most part, it's just straights. And I know when they're coming. So I'm still on 99% stamina, which is absolutely remarkable, considering how much right hands are through. But you got to bear in mind, I'm obviously blocking punches as well. And I'm not wasting punches as well. I don't waste any punches in this fight. So my stamina recovery will be very good. So just pour out the jab, make him miss. We don't want to make it too much of a slugfest until we know he's definitely done, you know. When we know he's absolutely spent, we can then go for him. You know, a lot of time with these spammers, it's like a cheetah hunting a gazelle, you know. Got to get close to that finish line before you go for the kill. I was being a little bit dirty there, trying to get ahead, but occasionally you got to add a few dirty tactics in. I'm pretty sure I lost this round. I may have. I can't remember. I'm sure I got caught quite a bit here. I went a bit away from the game plan, to be honest. I was testing whether he was done yet, really. Seeing whether he was ready for the kill. Because with a lot of these spammers, they waste it all in the first 3-4 rounds, and we've got nothing left coming into this round. You know, like the 6th, 7th, 8th. But I think I realised, and after this round I had a little word with myself in the corner. Realised it's not over just yet. Got to still stick to the boxing, play it smart. You'll notice how whenever he turns the angle, I reset. Reset every time. Do not want to be coming forward like now there. Like, I got caught there because I stood there too long, far too long. He managed to cut the angle and hit me, so I didn't win that round. Very clear round for him. So I've gone back up to 100% now with a 12% recovery. So I'm still choosing my shots well. I'd say I got beat to the punch too much in that round though. I think in this round I still feel like he's got a little something left, but he hasn't got much. Because I've landed at least 5-6 straight right hands at this point. And I believe from this round onwards, this is where he gets desperate. Because he hasn't been able to really hurt me this whole fight. Apart from the first round. You notice in this round I'm probably a bit more willing to trade as well. Because I notice, I can feel him taking a lot more of these right hands now. Same thing as what he was doing a few rounds ago. Just sidestep straight, very predictable. I'm telling you, you need to learn this up and down spam if you don't already know how to do it. Very simple to learn. You just got to be really fast. I use the buttons to do it. Just jab to the body, power straight upstairs, and just repeat dead fast. It's very good for stealing around as well. And for getting them when they're flat-footed. So he's got a big problem now. The lack of variety is starting to show now, with him just constantly doing the same thing over and over again. I've been mixing it up all fight, jabs to the body, right uppercuts to the head, up and down spam, single jabs, right hands, a few body shots every now and again when I'm able to spin him. Also trying to mix up the timings are key as well, which doesn't get talked about too much. You don't want to be getting into this rock'em sock'em where you're letting him throw a punch, then you're throwing a punch back, then he's throwing a punch back, then you're throwing a punch back. You don't want to get into that, because you're not mixing up your timing. Everything's predictable. It's alright to just take a pause for a minute and then hit him back, you know? Because he'll just get a sense of timing thinking you're going to trade back and he'll get caught. So he'd landed a few good right hands. He actually got my health bar down a little bit. So I know I've got to be careful. But I still feel that he's deteriorating at this point. Bit of an overreach from me there. Cost me. I think sometimes the animations when we go back to the corner tells a lot about their stamina as well. The way he sort of just like looked very tired at the end of that round in the animation when he was going back to his corner. So these rounds now, 9 and 10, this is where I'm going to spend that 100% stamina, you know? That stamina that I've stored up all these rounds. Going to really try and bully him a little bit more. Because I know he hasn't got anywhere near as close stamina as me. So if I can stay more consistent with the spam, he won't be able to hold up. And it also forces him to fight as well, when he doesn't want to fight. He wants to conserve his stamina to nail me with one big punch. I'm getting a bit overzealous here. I need to back it up and start thinking properly again. But sometimes, I have a tendency to do it sometimes as well. When the fight gets a little bit too easy, that's when I start to make the mistakes. Oh, beautiful up and down there, right hand. More up and down. And he's down. Good right hand. Timed him. So at this point, there's two options normally at this point. You know, I know the fight's fairly one and done now. I don't think I'm going to lose on the scorecards at this point. He's looking for a knockout, but I'm also sort of looking for a knockout, but I don't want to force it because I know he's going to get desperate for everything now. He is going to throw the kitchen sink at me to try and get me down. I'm well aware of that. You just got to be careful enough not to fall into his trap of a slugfest and get caught yourself. But at the same time, he's got one round to do something now. I'm just looking at putting a hurt on him when he's coming forward, really, to try and put him down, because that'll just deteriorate him. He'll get gun shy if he goes down again. He's able to land a few right hands on me here, but at the same time, I'm being a little bit too passive with my defence, you know. I'm being a bit too defensively minded, but then I drop him again. Good right hand, up and down spam, gets him. I knew he was breaking down, but because I just wanted to secure the round, I weren't really too interested in the knockout, because I was just going to coast. I decided to just be a bit too defensively minded, and sometimes that can even cost you, because if you're on the back foot in round 10, you know he's coming with you for everything. And I catch him again there, put him down. Sometimes you have a tendency to just stay on the defensive, and it can actually cost you that way as well, because you could end up getting caught through like push spams and stuff like that. If there's nothing coming back at the aggressor, then he's got nothing to worry about, has he? He's not going to get caught with anything, so you've got to bear that in mind as well. This is just all cheese at this point, you know, last few seconds of the fight. He's just went down again. I'm not worried about getting knocked out. Well, I am worried if he's got 20 punch stats on, but, you know, not worried about getting knocked down, and that's the end of the fight. There's the punch stats. I'd like to thank everyone for watching this video. Until next time, peace.